Hello everyone. So, I finally finished painting the 1/7 carat Albedo figure. This is a big figure and I think I mentioned it in the unboxing video. It's a really nice figure. I think it's according to what I understand it is 1/7 scale, so probably the same as the Bicute series, but obviously the posing is a little different and bunny suit overused thing. So yeah, this was something I Albedo just never stops. Like there is no end to Albedo figures, and a lot of them do turn up looking really nice, which I want to paint, and this was one of them. So I decided to go for it, and this time I did do things a little differently. While the skin shade was the normal mix, which I have mentioned earlier on my YouTube, the shadows were done a little differently. So I decided to add a little orange into the mix, and honestly, it turned out looking really nice compared to just having the brown. So moving forward, I am planning to integrate a little more orange into the paints just because it adds how do I put it? It's somewhat like it adds a little more lightness to the shade while not really affecting the shadow itself. I don't think that explained it properly, but you'll understand when you see the finished painting. And also, this was the first time after a very long time when I actually decided that maybe I should try using the airbrush to soften out the shades near the chest and the thighs to give it that softer look. Yeah, not I this is something I haven't done for like a few years. I think last I think I did it like last year or something, because this hasn't been I haven't done it for a very long time. But yeah, the effect turned out looking really nice. And after that, I decided to go in with one more layer of a little darker shade for the final shadows. Honestly, it would be nice if I went for the same shade or slightly darker instead of what I went for in this one. But either way, this looks really nice. We'll experiment again with the next figure, whichever it is. Not really sure, but I think I already have another Albedo figure lined up. Anyways, so moving on to the highlights. When I did the highlights on this one, because it was I had used the airbrush for the shadows, it did look a little strange when I finished painting the highlights just with the brush. So I had to go in with the airbrush and make it into like blend in the highlights a little more, just to just to make it a little more. Damn, I'm missing out my words today. Okay, so just to blend it in a little more and make it aesthetically pleasing. So that was the little a little extra compared to the usual. And once again, like after a very long time, figure where I used airbrush to shade. And honestly, like even after having used the airbrush for highlights, it did come out looking really nice. So I'm pleased with the results. The eyes and everything else was more or less standard. The only thing I decided to do differently was change the color of the stockings and the gloves and the bunny suit itself, because I didn't like the dark green color as much. So I decided to go with a black color, which is more or less like what we have seen earlier with these figures, and then added in some details with basically gold. So gold details which kind of stand out a little more, and it looks really nice. The detailing went well and honestly came out looking really good. So yeah, this finally I did change the color of the stockings as well. As I mentioned before, I tried to give it that translucent effect where it looks like it's like kind of see-through, where you can see like the skin shade underneath. And so that is what I was going for in this painting. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the description of the painting. And honestly, the finished figure, it looks really nice. I still have it up on my shelf, and yeah, I take a look at it like every few minutes. So this was a nice figure. I can't wait to paint the next one. I already am painting one figure, and that is like a request figure which I was not planning to paint earlier, but then since someone requested it, so I decided why not give it a shot. And you'll probably see it pretty soon. So yeah, uh, till the next one. Bye bye.